Hello and good night. Hey, just came on a little early, like I like to. What's up, brothers? What's up, DL King? What's up, Rican Blues? What's up, Mel, Big Mel, Tory South? I'm good, man. I said, let me just hop on this live tonight. Since my schedule is so busy, had to make time later at night. Big Mel in the house, but I appreciate y'all coming on tonight, though. But we're gonna start in like 2 or 3 minutes. But yeah, what's going on with y'all this week? See some good things happening around the bully world, man. It's 7:58 according to my clock. So we're gonna start in 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Yes, I know you see the Ravens logo. The Ravens jersey. That's right. Baltimore. Tell Terrell the Browns suck. "2024 is about to be real for real. Lit. That's what the young people say. It's about to be lit. 1 more minute. My clock is at 7:59. Let me see if y'all can see this. Okay. Good. All right. It's 8 o'clock. So I only got 1 hour tonight. So, well, I usually only have 1 hour. But we can start now. We are going live from Baltimore, Bahamas. That's right. Baltimore is actually in the Bahamas, in case you didn't know. But tonight we are going to be. Hold on, wait. Weekend Blues says it's about to be real for him. It's going on his second little. Well, we wish you all the best with that, brother, and hope you have a smooth pregnancy with your female. But today we're going to be talking about the ABKC in 2024. Touch a little bit about Nationals that just went in December. We're going to talk about the W.B.A. a little bit and the Nationals that's supposed to be next year, and then the U.K.C. making some big moves. But let's start with, Mel got 4 to 5 letters. But let's start with Nationals. The ABKC Nationals, I thought was pretty good this year. I'm pretty sure most people liked what they saw this year from the ABKC and Nationals compared to prior years. Hangman, I think, in my opinion, was easily, I think he easily was the best dog there. I don't think Zeus or Blue are that close to him. But just my opinion. I thought that, there was also a pocket that I was interested in seeing more of him, and that was Mr. Clean. I can't remember who his owner was, but he won Best Pocket, and I think he was produced by Big Dogs Romania, if I remember correctly. But Best Female, I didn't get to see as much as I wanted to. I came a little late, and I didn't feel like going back to watch the whole thing. But yeah, the XLs. I think the XLs are probably the most disappointing group, in my opinion. But other than that, I thought the judge did a pretty good job. I liked most of the dogs he picked, so I can't even say that it was bad. It was good. Um, hey, brother Daniel Hurtado, how you doing, brother? Thanks for coming on. Don't forget to hit that like button, guys. The only thing that I'm thinking about a lot is I know a lot of people agreed with the choice that they chose Hangman, and a lot of people feel like you know he is a good structured dog. He looks really good, especially for his size. They're saying now his owner was saying that he's actually like 102 pounds, which I didn't expect. I thought he was like in the 90s, the low 90s. I guess if he is 102 pounds, it shows you how well he's carrying that weight. But I'm wondering, is the ABKC going to continue on this trend with a dog like Hangman with good conformation and good structure, or are we going to see more of the same next year? And to be honest, I don't. I mean, I guess from what we've seen in the past, it would make sense to say, well, that was just yeah, the blood. It's not our kind of dog, but but the dog himself, the phenotype was pretty good. But a lot of bad dogs won a lot of shows last year, and beat a lot of good dogs last year. A lot of people were complaining this entire 2023. So it's going to be interesting to see how the ABKC is going to handle Hangman being shown so much love and so appreciated by a lot of the community. Hey, Mark, appreciate you coming on, brother. Hey, Rican Blues. I would have to agree there, but I am waiting to see. Um, Speaking on that, the WBA, I can't remember if Oscar told me over the phone or through or when he came on this live, one of the lives we had. I think he said that the first nationals for the WBA is going to be next year. And I think that is going to be huge for the American bully community. We know the kind of dogs that the WBA has been promoting and awarding champion titles to and grand champion titles, and they're much better than most of the choices that have been made by the ABKC. And I think anybody that is being objective and anybody that appreciates confirmation can agree with that easily. With that being said, where is it going to be? How many people are going to turn up? How many shows are the WBA going to have south of California next year and probably south of Texas is going to be, I think, a big determining factor on how successful that Nationals is. But I am definitely looking forward to that and to especially to see the judges that they choose as well to do that show. But so we're gonna go back and forth today. Now, I wanted to say, let's see what Rican Blue says. If the ABKC gets judges like they did for this Nationals, the rest of Nationals would be good. Correct. The rest of the year would be good. But how about How about the U.K.C, man? The U.K.C coming out with a drawing and adjusting their standards to the American bully, and what they would like to see, and it is amazing. I think it's much better, much more practical than what the ABKC has. I'm going to show you a picture. I was supposed to print these pictures today, but I didn't have any time. But look at the U.K.C, the body types that they are expecting. Oh man. Oh, y'all can't even see this. Can y'all? No. Dang it. Okay. Or you could just go on their website, and look up the U.K.C American Bully. It's amazing. The dogs are muscular. They still have a good girth to them, great conformation, and good bone, good balance, while not being extreme or overdone to the point where the dog can't be functional. And the dogs that they chose to give us an example of the drawings can actually be done. Whereas let me see if I can find that ABKC drawing. I don't know if you guys still can't see this. Yes. But the dog that they have is way too big for the conformation that they are expecting. And I think so. I think it's more practical that what the U.K.C is going to do. I think that is going to be very exciting to see, as we know they've already chosen a lot of dogs with good conformation, but it's going to be interesting to see if they will stick to it, to what they actually believe in. A lot of people have been complaining this year and past years that some of the dogs that they've chosen didn't have enough breed type. Some of them were too terrier, and then there were some people that they actually told, that I've heard from, actually told me that their dogs were too bully or too big to compete in the American bully class for what the U.K.C was accepting. So now seeing that what they have done with the adjustments, I think it's going to be pretty exciting. There's already a few people that I know have already started showing with the U.K.C, and to see what the future is going to hold for their American bullies is going to be amazing. We have Jonathan Foster on Facebook. I don't know if you guys know him, but I think he has number one American bully this year, Watson. It's not a very thick dog, but he's still a big dog. It's like 17 inches plus at the withers, maybe 70 pounds or something. He's a weight pull champion, I believe. Confirmation, probably champion, a grand champion. And he's an amazing dog, and he functions as a dog. So I believe in what the U.K.C, and the W.B.A is obviously trying to do. Rican Blue says they will be another W.B.A with great dogs. You're referring to the U.K.C, or what is that you're referring to, brother? But yeah, when it comes to the U.K.C, I think okay, you say yeah. I think you're going to see more consistency, and I know you show with them sometimes too, right? Regan? Oh no, or is this Hector? This might be Hector. So I know. What's the guy's name that owns Crusher? Crusher, that American boy that does a lot of weight pull. I think he has Denzel blood, but yeah, I'm really looking forward to them this year. I'm going to be keeping an eye more on what the U.K.C does. They may take over. The U.K.C has already been around for so long. When they get the ball rolling with this American bully, these adjustments, it's going to be I think they're going to give ABKC a run for their money. Now, what they're going to do in terms of judges and things of that nature also is going to be very interesting. But as we look towards the future, I think these are things that we can look at and try to predict what's going to happen for the breed. Furman Broom, thanks for coming on, brother. Appreciate you coming on. But bolt action. Howdy, Stacy. How you doing? We were just talking about the U.K.C. Um, so we have a lot to look forward to next year. With the if the U.K.C. can be, more consistent than the ABKC has been, I don't see a reason why they can't take over in that way. And especially with the Rican Blues says it's actually I got to support Marquise Ramos. I have a mail from him. 2024. I'm going to start training for shows. That's what's up, brother. Get them dogs in the show ring. And the W.B.A. Like I said, with them having I think their first nationals yet next year is also going to be big. So what we're seeing right now is at least two, the U.K.C. and the W.B.A. two registries that are supporting great conformation coming not coming together but doing their thing separately and promoting great dogs. Hopefully this can be a great year for conformation for the breed. So a lot of people that come on Facebook all the time, they can actually learn what the anatomy of the American Bully is supposed to look like. The American Bully is not supposed to have a high rear, and we're not supposed to breed for a high rear. We're not supposed to breed for bad stifles, and that's why I'm really looking forward to the WBA and the U.K.C. in comparison to the ABKC. Stacy says she's doing great. She got some nice prospects coming on, but we'd be glad to see them. Just shoot me any pictures if you can, and on Facebook, I would love to see them. Yes, Hector, I am familiar with Ramos Bully Camp in Florida. I actually just spoke with him the other day. But what are you guys thinking of? Shooting back to the ABKC for a second, and I think we all know that the dog that wins nationals kind of sets the tone for what the breed should be like. And like I touched on earlier, saying that they chose that Hangman was the dog. Do you think we can look forward to dogs with better structure in the future? Okay, 1 second. Boxing fan says, "Who do you think is the best stud out with no Miyagi, and no Dax?" That would depend. That would depend on the age limit. You're asking me the class because there's some really good dogs out there, and I have my own personal favorites, but there are a lot. If you're just talking about the look, or you're talking about production wise, I'd really have to sit down and think about that. But yeah, people were saying that maybe next year Zeus is gonna be the number one dog. And from what hey, what's up, Ryan? Thanks for coming on, brother. Um, from what I've seen the other day, I think now Zeus lives in the Philippines now. So I think we can basically count him out of the question for next year, which would leave you with dogs like the up and comers, like you have your Bass Reeves, and who else is there up and coming? The dog that won Best Standard from the SPK. Actually, he's actually a zero son, and his name I think is One. You get it? You see what they did there? Zero, one. So He's going to be a dog to look out for. Not from the other SBK dog, the Tosco grandson. He's going to be another one to look out for next year. Do any of you guys have any up and comers coming up for next year in the show ring, possibly nationally? Do tell. I'm always looking for. I tried to make a list the other day. Yep, all the dogs. The three dogs I named right there. For the XLs, I've seen that dog Dream, that female, that big old female. Can't remember who owns her, but she was pretty bully. Even though she had a high rear, the rear wasn't as nice as the front, but she was pretty nice. So tell me what you think. Tell me who you think is an up and comer. There's a lot of breeders that need to come out from behind the scenes. Those breeders with good, healthy, structured dogs. You know, there are. I don't know if there's a lot, but I definitely know that there is a few that don't like to show anymore. And I have a friend of mine that doesn't show very often, and he has very good dogs. And I always tell him, I said, when you don't show good examples of the breed that you own, especially that you own, you're in a way depriving the community of being able to see what examples of the breed should look like, especially people that are just coming into the breed. And because if someone is just coming into the breed and they see 4 dogs, 5 dogs that have high rears, and they see 2 dogs that don't have high rears, and most people can't tell the difference anyway. What do you think a new person is going to think? I always, that's why I try to push on my pages, the Clean and Correct Bullies, my personal page, my Instagram page if I can. But I'm trying to get around to that, to share people's dogs that have great conformation. People need to know, people need to see. He says, what studs currently out would you breed to? Me, easily, I would breed to Weight and Gold's Bobby Peru. I really love him. He's an older dog now. I think he's about 8 years old. I know Master Shifu is still alive. I would like to breed to him. Those two would be probably my 2 favorite pockets. There is a dog out there that is a Typhoon son. No, a Typhoon grandson named Omega. I would also really like to breed to him. Right now, if I had to breed the 3 dogs, I mean those are the top 3 for me. I like I said, you don't see a lot of dogs out there. Well, there is one too that interests me. There's a dog named Golden Bear, who's an inbred Samson son, but for whatever reason, this dog has really good conformation. He doesn't look like he should come from Samson, but it happens. It happens in the breed. And so it'd be those 4 for me if I had to breed to them. But that would also depend on who I would be breeding them to and what I was looking for. Like for the female I have right now, I would love to breed a Bobby Peru. The weaknesses that she has, the flaws that she has, I think he would be perfect to improve. She has the female has a slight roach back. She has okay angulation. It can be better. I feel like her tail set needs to be improved. So things like that, I would like to improve. No question. Maybe shoulder placement too. But other than that, she's pretty solid. She's only 9 months right now. Boxing contest: Suarez, Bulls, Typhoon. No, I'm not a fan of Typhoon, but some of his kids I do like, and then his grandkids. But but the Typhoon I'm speaking of is the Typhoon from Suarez Bulls. So yeah, who would you guys breed to if you had the chance? You know, going a little bit off the topic for a little while. Oh, no. I meant a Typhoon grandson. My friend actually owns a Typhoon son, and then he bred that dog to a female to get an improved version of that dog. So that's what I was talking about. Yeah, Stacy, I've seen your boy. He's a handsome boy. Have you seen his half brother, Golden Bear, owned by Bully Barn? Pretty nice dog. Very nice dog. And I'm also interested to see what you do with him, Stacy. Boxing fan times four. Yes, he does own Omega and Omega's father. Speaking of that, I will be in Florida next weekend. I'm praying that if I have time, I can go around and see some kennels. I'm hoping that I can do that. Yeah, Bully Barn does have some nice studs. Some of those, some of those pedigrees obviously scare me, but I think when a dog looks really nice, regardless of the ped, if it's healthy, I want to know more about it. If it's not, keep the looks. Doesn't matter to me. I'll be in Orlando, brother. I'm going to Orlando. Ryan Sukran, what's going on with your own program now that Nancy is gone? I I actually have a daughter of Nancy, and my friend has two of Nancy's other daughters, which is the same sister. Yeah, which is Little Mate sisters. So we're gonna see what's happening. I'm actually boxing fan says any truth that Rambo through a lot of health issues. I don't know which Rambo you're talking about. Are you talking about that old Rambo who is like what's his name? Like going back to that Rock and Ruby and that Moonshine stuff, I think. But bold action, she says chaos. Okay. Ryan says Dave just needs to breathe the correct way again to settle a lot of confusion. Well, I don't think he really cares, to be honest. I think he is. The more vague you leave it, the more broadly and generally you can do things and accept different things. When you narrow things down, people can definitely hold you accountable for what you've narrowed it down to. But if you don't do that, now there's a much wider spectrum that's available to you. And obviously, it's about that money, brother. It's about that money. Boxing fan says Gold Rush Little Meat. To be honest with you, I have heard someone, I don't know if they bred to Rambo or Rambo's son, and they had a person warned me like a year or so ago about doubling up on that blood, which I think they did, and the dogs end up having seizures or something like that. But other than that, that's the only thing I can only remember hearing about Rambo, which is Gold Rush's little mate. Stacy says he just took best in show in U.K.C. Stacy, are you talking about the chaos or your boy, your Samson son? And I'm definitely gonna try to hit you up, Stacy, when I get over there. Weekend Blues says right now my favorite stud is Hova. Is that Hova from Ramos Bullies? Dollar Bill says, "What's up, people? Appreciate you coming on, brother." Oh, boxing fan. Eesh, that's rough. I haven't heard it, but if that's what you've heard from a reliable source, you may want to not take the chance and and avoid going down that road as well. Okay, let me see. Okay, I got you, brother. Let me see. I wonder if it's my phone or is it this laptop that I'm using? Why this U.K.C picture? Oh man, why this isn't showing up? Dang it! I knew I should have printed this out. But yeah, man, California guy, my brother, what's going on? Um, yeah, man. So, Marley, maybe if I did that, you right. Let me try that. Let me see. Nah. Oh wait, no. Okay, but what was I gonna say? Very nice, Stacy. Um, I'm just excited, guys, for 2024. I might as well let you know. American Bullies, the importing of American Bullies. Luke, that's his name. Luke. Um, I think Hangman was California guy said. I think Hangman was a great win for the breed, but Dave always does this right when everybody gonna speak up against him. He does something like this. I saw people praising the APKC. Dave always does this. I was saying that earlier, like in terms of is it going to be more of the same or is it going to revert right back to what they did? It's funny to me. It's funny to me, but yeah, I am really excited. Like I was saying before, it's the importation of American bullies in my country is illegal. The American bullies are banned. However, Stacey said, Dave never has and still doesn't fool me. Boxing fan, I don't, but if you go on a Mega Bulls Kennels, you can, on Instagram, you can see some pictures of him, maybe some video, but it's not too many great ones. So you'll have to message him for that. But I'm trying to get permission from the government to see if I can take my female to Florida, do a breeding, and bring her back home without them trying to stop me. The veterinarians here don't have the technology for frozen semen for me to do breedings or anything like that. We don't even have progesterone testing here, so I can't purchase semen or do any breedings here. So if the government tells me that I can't import, um, take my dog away to get a breeding done, I'm just gonna have to wait to see what the future holds, um, and figure out what I'm gonna do. Because FedEx, even if I wanted to ship semen in, FedEx only flies maybe twice a week on my island. So if my dog was in, heat on this day, and FedEx is only shipping the semen out, on that day, I'd be screwed. My money would be wasted. So that's what I'm battling with right now in my own program. And I don't really want to be a breeder, a big time breeder. I don't have a problem breeding, every couple of years or something like that. But I don't know how you guys do it, man, full time, like 10 dogs and stuff like that. I can't travel, things like that. You gotta, nah, that breeder's life is not a life for me. But California guy says it's the same. He just saw all the OGs really speaking up, and then they praise him when he does one good move. It's crazy. My vet told me starting 2024, he can't see my dogs to protect himself. Wow. California guy, you mean your vets won't provide, like, you can't take your American bullies to the veterinarian? That's crazy. Man. Are there, um, is there anybody? Yeah, no dog with bully in it can be seen by him, even for shots. Man, that's rough. So what part of California do you live in, and what do you plan to do about that? And if there's anybody else on this live that is going through the same thing, can you tell me which state you live in? Because I am hoping that's not the case for Florida. I'm hoping that's not the case for Florida. No dog with bully in it. Dang. Well, a dog, even with a dog that's not an American bully with bully in it, that's a mixed breed dog. That's crazy. But yeah, um, Stacy, I think is still in here possibly, guys. So when you're talking about what the U.K.C. Is going to do, what we're going to see from them in the future, she's definitely a good person to get in contact with. And if you have any questions about, yeah, the government going to crack down on it. He told me it's just he's just doing it before it becomes official. Wow, in LA, that's crazy. Marley says, I'm trying to catch up to you in the 2025 season. My boy's first breeding tomorrow, and the second maybe in February. Both pup bag deals. Can't wait to see it. Well, all the best, Marley. I wish you, success in everything that you do, and I hope it all goes the way you desire it to. Bold Action Bully says, you just have to move to Florida. I must say, today I was thinking about it. I was really thinking about it. It's either going to be Oklahoma or Florida, more than likely. I think at some point in my life, I definitely will move to the U.S. So my wife can be closer to her family as well. I think it's only a matter of time. It's just a matter of when. I just don't know when. You know, California guy says he's gonna have to find another one. Been going to this for 16 years. Man, that sucks because I know so many things in the U.S. is like so far away. And I live on an island. My vet literally lives. I mean, not lives. My vet is literally about, I'd say, 3 to 5 minutes from my house right here. And this is where I live now. When I lived at my parents' house before I got married, they literally, my vet was like 2 minutes down the street. So I had no issues at all. But to be living like 30 minutes from your vet, and sometimes I hear people drive like an hour in the U.S. and things like that. That's crazy. California says he's going to move going to Texas soon. Going to sell this acre for acres in Texas. Wow, that's crazy. Well, all the best with your move, brother. Just keep me posted, on all the things that you do. Man, I wish you all the best and all the safety because, man, that's got to be rough. Molly says, I think there are a few breeders that imported sperm and puppies not too long ago. I've heard about that. And I don't know how they did it, but I think I did hear some of them. They paid the individuals to come, the persons to come with the semen as well. Um, and you guys have more flights going into Nassau than we have coming into Freeport. So even trying to find a flight, because I was thinking about that as well. It just would be too rough. The schedule is just terrible. Boxing fan. What you know about pupusas? We just had pupusas like 2 days ago. My wife makes the best, and she doesn't. She makes it traditional. Sorry, guys, this is not American police for a second. She makes chicken and cheese, frijoles. Um, we use the black beans and cheese and sour cream. Ooh, don't get me started on that, man. Where you from, boxing fan? Because sometimes I get confused with the name tags who I'm speaking to. You know, Rican Blues says that's why I like Florida. We don't have those issues. California said where's my quote? If she knew we was talking about Pusa here, she'd probably start making something right now. That's how she is. Oh man. Oh, it is Spanish foods. My wife is from she's originally from El Salvador, but she is naturalized. She spent like over half of her life in America, so she's an American citizen now, just living in the Bahamas here with me. But yeah, man, it's crazy. Florida, the American belief scene in Florida. That many. I don't know that many breeders in Florida other than Ramos. Stacy Criswell, Kelsey Harrell. Who else is there? There's Tone Roldan. There is maybe I don't know. There's a lot. I don't know how many other kennels are there in Florida. The people that I don't know. But I know there's a lot though. There's definitely a lot. But I think Bashar lives in Florida too. Um, California guy says you're always welcome to my house, brother. If you're ever in LA, definitely. It is my dream to go to California this year. I'm supposed to visit a few kennels, and I'm really trying to make that happen in California this year. If my work schedule is perfect and my pocket is looking good, I am definitely going to California this year. Regan Bull says, "Oh, Daniel, definitely. That is one of the stops I'm making for sure." Regan says, "Check out Brian Jennings 813 TTK." Brian Jennings. I think that's Titletown Kennels. I'm familiar with them. California guy says, "Man, there's nice breeders in Florida, but I don't know, man. I was walking in South Central the other day, getting some food, and the bullies I saw in the hood, people were 20 times better than anything I've seen in shows." Interesting. That's very interesting. Regan says, "Yes, yes, I'm familiar with. Well, I've seen what Brian has. I think he owns Promise, Boom Homes, and I've had a puppy from her half sister, Man Up Boys. So I'm familiar with what he has. But TTK, Titletown, I think the guy's name is Ryan Williams. I spoke to him years ago, many years ago, before the American Bullies were banned here, and I was trying to bring in some dogs. I reached out to him, but the breeding didn't take. So that didn't work out, and I looked elsewhere. But but yeah, man, a lot of pet homes look better than show dogs. But hey, I think some of the pet homes are some of the best homes for the dogs, and they're some of the best customers. They don't ask the questions. A lot of the I don't even know what to call them. The people do that. They kind of like window shop or waste your time, or you know yeah, California guy said when you make it to LA, definitely gotta check out Oscar Gomez. I've seen his yard, and he got stuff that blows people's stuff out of the water, and super consistent. He's so welcoming to anyone. Well, yeah, I'm glad me and him have been talking in the past month or so. So I'm definitely gonna try to do that. And I definitely want to go to one WBA show, one UKC show, and I might think about going to ABKC Nationals again. It hasn't been the same since, well, not the same, but 2014. Ever since about 2017, 2018, it hasn't really, the dogs have changed, so I'm not as interested as I was in going. But Boxing Fan 4 says, were they recently banned in the Bahamas? They were actually banned maybe, I want to say, maybe 9 years ago. But, you know, Rican Blue says, yes, he has promised pressure and a couple more. Okay. Yeah. I see Brian Jennings stuff here every once in a while. I mean, not here in the country, but I mean on Facebook. I see some of his dogs, some of his yard. California guy, man. I'm gonna be at all the WBA shows next year. Hope to see you there. Now, when you say California guy, is this 1506 or is this another one of my California friends? Rican Blue says, I want the WBA to come to Florida. If the WBA comes to Florida, I'm there. I'm telling my wife, well, even if she got to come and the baby got to come, we're there. No questions asked. WBA comes to Florida, we're there. I think I told Oscar that too. Like, that would be too close. Florida or Georgia, because I have family in both of those states. They go there, I'm there. If the U.K.C goes there, and one of my friends is competing, I'm going. That's for sure. That's a wrap. No, I'm not even worried about that. California says no, none of them. Not 1506, but I know him too. Okay, I got you, brother. I got you. Dollar Bill says I have some of that bloodline, and it's nice. That's what's up, brother. Daniel Hurtado, if you could bring one dog from the grave, which would it be? Remy Martin, Samurai Paco. Man, which one would I bring back? I had a Remy grandson that I really regret placing. But for the breed, me personally, I'll bring back Samurai Paco. But if you told me I could only bring back Remy, I wouldn't be mad. I wouldn't be mad. You know. He says, hit up Oscar. He just needs people in Florida willing to social. That's right. Why didn't I think about that? When I spoke to him, I told him if he does it down south, I'm there. But um, I guess, yeah, I guess you got to speak to some people in Florida and see if they're willing to throw a WBA show. That got to be nice. I'd definitely be down for that. Now that you said that, I'm going to speak to some people in Florida and see if they can get that done. Rican Blue says, I go to every show. That's what's up, man. Bold Action Bullies, Stacy says, I'm with you there. Would love to see WBA in Florida. Me too. I would, oh man. Y'all are just making me dream here. California says, give me the Juan Gotti to me, one of the greatest. He definitely is. He definitely is. Um, but yeah, picking one dog to bring from the grave, that would definitely be interesting. Who would you pick, Daniel? Who would you pick? But oh man, I'm gonna be following the U.K.C so hard. I can't wait to see what they're gonna do, and I'm hoping it's not like slight improvements. I want it to be noticeable that people said, "Oh my gosh, look at what the U.K.C is doing!" Like they are like, man, um, we have to go here. Same thing I'm hoping for the W.B.A. Like, they're like, man, we want our dogs to be there. We want to show there. Because eventually, we're hoping, man, I don't think I'm ever going to let go of this idea of dreaming that one day the American Bully can be on an AKC stage. If I'm 33 now, maybe by the time my son is 20 years old and he's one, maybe by then we can have a breed club. Dollar Bill says he picks Chomper. Ryan says he picks Paco. Which Chomper are you talking about, Dollar Bill? Is that Reliance's Chomper? I didn't even know he was. If that's him, I didn't even know he died. But yeah, man. Oh man. And and I'm pretty sure most people in here now have me on Facebook. So I didn't even know he died. Dollar Bill. But yeah, if you guys on Facebook, have me on Facebook, feel free to shoot me a message. Let me know the shows that are in Florida or Georgia, ABKC or U.K.C. I don't know if the U.K.C goes to Florida. Maybe they do. I don't know if the guys in Florida travel to the other states to go to the U.K.C shows, but definitely interested in seeing that. I mean, right now, if I had to put it in order, I want to see what the U.K.C is gonna do with this American Bully. I'm not as concerned with the ABKC as I am interested in the U.K.C, but I'll be watching the ABKC, of course, and following it. But the W.B.A, will they move down south? I think I'm gonna call Oscar tomorrow. Yeah, y'all really got me wondering now, thinking like, how big can 2024 be for the American Bully? Rocky has a hard head. Interesting choice, my brother. Good choice. California guy says, me too. I hope to see you at Westminster one day. And then remember, Dave and the ABKC are around, and as long as they're here, it will never happen. Well, maybe, maybe, yeah, maybe. But if another registry comes out with a breed club, then we'd be in top shape. Rican Blue says Asha goes to the U.K.C shows. Yes, I've seen recently. I think he is a champion now in the U.K.C. Bold Action says, I don't know. Some of that stuff you go backwards, going back to it. I guess that would depend what you would refer to as, backwards in terms of type or confirmation or what, Stacy. But California guy says, I know Oscar for sure down with that. Just need people to back him in Florida. I think I could agree with that. Rican Blue says grand champ. Oh, so he's a grand champion in Florida now. I didn't even know that. I mean, not Florida, in the U.K.C. Sorry. Okay, well, that's good. I can always appreciate registry that has an appreciation for conformation and good dogs. Who could be upset with that? Um, you know. Oh, okay. Stacy said Asher finally made U.K.C Grand Champion a week or so ago. So it'll be interesting to see him. I think he may have even been like top 10, finished out top 10 in the U.K.C standings or something like that for the American Bully. If I remember correctly, I gotta ask Doug. I don't remember, but I think he did pretty well for not being in maybe that many shows. And I wonder if he went, maybe, will he go to Nationals is another thing. Hey, baby. Somebody was talking about pupusas. And I told them we just have a pupusas the other day. I don't know. Listen, we are diverse here, okay? We are diverse. We have California guy says backwards probably more terrier if you follow Pratt's. All his new stuff, even Honey Badger, look more terrier. He says that's what he's noticing. Line breeding back to his old stuff. Interesting. Bold action. Stacy says U.K.C should be a notable difference. Mm, 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 mm. Oh man, that is what I like to hear. It's gonna be a noticeable difference. Um, the but I guess with the U.K.C group on Facebook, I guess there will be more updates there and seeing what's going to happen there. California says 2024, the American Bully will be back on track. Yeah, I'm hoping. I'm hoping. Daniel Hurtado. I personally like the terrier features. I like the terrier conformation. I don't want an American bully that looks more terrier than it looks like an American bully. But um, I do want great conformation. I do want um, functionality. Grizzly says, I bred my female, who is a daughter to Grand Champion stocks. I bred my girl to zero box given. That should be interesting. That's a big boy. See, it'll be interesting to see how that comes out. Ryan says he likes Asher. He is nice. I agree. He's a very nice boy. California guys, is me too. Growing up in the '90s as a teen, I always wanted a pit bull on steroids. That is not these bulldog mutts. Um, Weekend says if done probably old school blood, you can get that American bully standard bone, head, and structure. Yeah, the thing is for me now. I'm only really looking. I only want to produce pockets. Um, I don't mind breeding to a shorter standard, but that's what I'm hoping to do. And the standard, the ABKC is really pushing the standard American bully. The last 2019 was Samson, I think 20, and then 2018 was the Bear. There wasn't one in 2020. 2021 was Blue. 2022 was Zero. And 2023 was Hangman. So that's like the last five national champions are all standards. So I think I can tell you where they're going. The standards are just too big for me. You know, I don't want a dog that big. Pockets are good in my breeding career. The pockets are the hardest to get right and consistent. But I always think Marco is the best pocket breeder of all time. Just my opinion. Well, I think it just depends on what you breed too. Marco's been breeding to a lot of his stuff for a while and very very selective with who he outcrosses with. And the thing I think is that most people that breed American bullies aren't very strict with their selection. And a lot of people breed to studs that have the same issue their female already has. That's why you see so many American bullies with bad rears, because they're breeding the dogs with bad rears. They're not improving. They're what do they call it, like popular stud syndrome. They're just breeding to the dog because the dog is popular. They're not they're not breeding. They're not willing to take a dog that people don't know to breed to their female to make a better dog, and that's what the community is lacking. Okay. Stacey confirmed that Asha is behind Luke in the top 10. Chrissy says, what do you think of R2G2? No, sir, I don't think it's is that Golden Child son or something like that. But nah, I don't. Him, I got to pass on him. Not the kind of dog that I'm looking for. Weekend Blue says, I bred the Asher. Yes, you did. And they came out pocket, black label, razor's edge. My girl has tax, like in the fifth generation. Okay. Yeah, I'm interested to see how your pups turn out, Hector. It's gonna be interesting. Gonna be a very interesting 2024 for the American Bully. Um, I Y'all just wish me the best. Hopefully the government gives me permission to make my dream breeding come true. I haven't told my wife yet, but yeah, that's the plan. Um, they give me permission. I'm gonna have that semen shipped to Florida, take my female to Florida, and have that breeding done, and fly back to the Bahamas. So yeah, and that would be my birthday gift, my Christmas gift, and next Christmas gift as well, all wrapped into one. And I'll be a very happy man, a very happy man. But unfortunately, guys, my time has come to an end. I appreciate you guys coming here. California guy, oh yeah, man, yeah, that's for sure. Boxing fan, I would like to breed the Bobby Peru. That's my thing. I don't really like to hold back, like like how a lot of people like to be like, oh, I'll tell you in a couple of months or something. I would like to breed the Bobby Peru or his son Arsenal. That's my plan right now. But yeah, guys, my time is up. Hit that like button for me to help the channel to grow. Also, hit that like button because I think the more you like videos, I think the more notifications you get. And a lot of people have been telling me they haven't been getting the notifications. So, yeah, appreciate you guys coming on. Definitely will have a video next week coming out. It won't be live, so it'll be a regular video. The channel is nothing without you guys. Always appreciate the good conversation, the tips that you give. Um, Give me some pussers down the street. Much love. Appreciate you, California guy. Grizzly says it's true. Grand Champion Hangman has Mr. Miyagi blood. Yeah, he has Mr. Miyagi in him, I think. One time. Not like inbred Miyagi, but yeah. Okay, Rican Hector, appreciate it. Appreciate you guys, especially Stacy coming on tonight with the U.K.C. Appreciate it, man. You guys make it fun. You guys make it interesting. 2024 is going to be a big year for the American Bully. Hopefully, all the registries would, get this thing done right, so we can get put the American Bully in a better situation for the future and for the next generation. So, you guys stay tuned. I will see you next Thursday. Love you guys.